Hello and welcome back. So our today's agenda is that how can we upload a component that we have created on UiPath Connect, that is UiPath's marketplace. So as we know that we can create custom activities, or we can create solution, or we can create workflow templates, and we can upload them on Connect for public use and download. So first we'll see that how do we publish it. So as we all know that once we have created a custom activity in Studio or in Visual Studio, so if we have created it in Studio, we have to just click on publish and we get the NuGet package. But if we have created it on Visual Studio, then what we get is a DLL file which we can convert to NuGet package. I already have created a video for that. I'll drop a link for that video. So you have to convert first it to a NuGet package, and once you have the NuGet package, you have to adhere to certain guidelines so that it gets published in Connect in one go instead of going through the review cycle. So here is the NuGet package I have. I have opened it using NuGet Package Explorer. So the first and foremost requirement is that you must have NuGet Package Explorer installed. So I'll drop a link how to install that NuGet Package Explorer. So you can either download it from GitHub or you can download it from Microsoft.com. And once you have the NuGet Package Explorer already downloaded, all what you have to do is you see there is a hierarchy of files in the NuGet package. So you have to delete all the unwanted files. Like you have to first delete in the .object folder. So I'll just click on delete. Right click on it and delete it. Then you have to delete the .settings folder. Delete the .settings folder. Once you have deleted that, delete the project.jsn folder or file, and you have to delete the content files folder. So all now what you have in your NuGet package is only the DLL file present under library.net 545 and then kill multiple process.dll. Once you have removed all these files from the package content, all what you have to do is you have to now edit the package metadata on the left hand side. So this is the edit metadata button. You'll just have to click on it. Once you click on this, you'll have to fill in certain required fields, and I'll tell you what are those required fields. So if I talk about ID, so that has to be your custom activity name dot activities. So you add in your custom activity name dot activities. Then if you are publishing it for the first time, the version always has to start from 1.0.0, and then if you keep making changes, you can increment it in a serial way. The title would be same as the activity, so you will paste it here in activity, and this dot activities is mandatory. If you're publishing it under the name of your company, then you can have kill multiple processes dot company name dot activities. So that is custom activity name dot company name dot activities. But if you're publishing it all on your own, then you can skip the company name and directly write the custom activity name dot activity. So authors and owner would be your name. We will have to enter that. Minimum client version can be 3.3 only. Then you'll have to checkbox. You have to just check this checkbox requires license acceptance. And then you have to write a summary of your custom activity, a crisp summary that this activity kills all the multiple processes of whose name is passed in a comma separated way. And then you have to provide a description of your custom activity. You don't have to leave it blank, and you don't have to put it any summary or description which is irrelevant and does not explain the usage of your custom activity. Then you have to type in the release notes. Release notes would be just one or two liner crisp thing that what all the user would be getting in this release. And as you keep on updating your version, you can just edit in the release note that okay, which would mean that this is 1.0.1 version, and in this release you're getting additional this thing. That's all. Once you have done all this, then you have to click on edit dependencies, and you can remove any unwanted dependency that you've added and click on OK. Suppose if you have added mail.activities and excel.activities dependency and it is not required in workflow, kindly remove it from here, or while you were publishing it, remove it from the dependency and click on OK. So once you have edited all this, you'll just have to click on save. Also, you would have to enter your license URL if you have clicked on requires license acceptance. So once you go to connect, you get an option over there that your license of which type, and depending on the type of the license, you would have to provide the URL. So I'll just show you. Let's go to connect, and then all the remaining things would be more clear. So this is connect.uipath.com. So first you have to sign up and create your own profile. Once you have signed up, you created your own profile, just go over here and go on upload components. So here it is that I clicked on upload components. So the language you can select from here, then the component name as I've told you. So it would be kill multiple processes in my case, dot activities. Okay, then the summary would be the same you provide in the NuGet package. The overview can also be the same, which would be the description you provided in the NuGet package. You can just copy paste from here to NuGet package, or from the NuGet package metadata to here. And then from here you can select the component type. So these are the various component type one can upload. So if yours is custom activity, then select it. If yours is snippet, workflow template, connector, dashboard, machine learning tool, solution, demo, developer tool, you can select accordingly. Once you've selected it, so this industry and technology things are optional. If you want to, you can select that to which industry your custom activity is going to help, you can select it, but it's optional. The process you would have to select it, that it's related to information technology, or it's related to finance and accounting, or it's related to sales, you can select it. Then relevant tags, like you'll have to select some tags which would directly represent your activities, like you add in LinkedIn tags or you add in Insta tags in the similar way. So you'll have to just type in your tags. So like I type in kill process and enter, and I type in reliable, and I type in SAP if it's related to SAP, and like that you can provide as many tags as you want. Then the component target should be downloadable component, so that people can download your component from the connect. So over here you will have to upload your component package, that is your NuGet package, and over here you will have to upload the source code, that is the whole code which you have created in UiPath with all the directories present. You have to zip it and you have to upload it here. And from here you can select the license type, that it's open source or its own license. So you can select open source, and from here you can select MIT Apache 2.0 3 class PSD. So I select Apache 2.0, and I'll drop in the link for the license URL, or you can just navigate to Apache 2.0 website, and that would be your license URL. You just have to copy it and paste that thing. So that would be your license, and you check this, that okay, I declare this thing, provide UiPath a non-exclusive license to use the source code of the content worldwide, because you would be uploading it in Connect so that it can be used worldwide. So you click on this. Then here you can select the language compliance. It is C# or it's Visual Basic. So if you create it using UiPath Studio, so once you select the library component, you get an option underneath that whether you want to select C# and Visual Basic. Whatever you select in there, accordingly you have to select the language here. Then the version would be 1.0.0 if it's the first version, and you can keep incrementing the same. And the release notes, the one that you have entered in the NuGet package, you can paste the same here. Then the benefits, what benefit one could get if they use your custom activity compatibility, like you have to mention that okay, only users who have UiPath Studio above 2018 they can use, or above 2019 they can use. Accordingly you can provide the compatibility. Dependencies, you will write that whether the Excel activities, automation activities, system activities, all what is required for them to run your this thing custom activity, you have to mention in here. So if you go here, click on project tab, you see a list of dependencies. So whatever dependencies are there in your code, you have to mention all of them with the version. That okay, the system activities has to be greater than 20.4.0, or UiPath mail activities have to be greater than 1.5.1. Or even if you go to manage packages, you see that all the packages that are present or that are given to us by UiPath have these mandatory things. So if you just click on system.activities, so you see here the description, you see the version, you see the honor. So from here you can get to have an idea that how the things appear and how you have to enter. So you see that these are the dependencies which they are providing, and accordingly you have to provide the dependency for your workflow. So let's see what next. The use cases, it is also not mandatory, but if you want, you can mention that on what all use cases will your custom activity or workflow would help. Then here you can upload any readme files or user manual files, that you provide a document, a crisp document which explains the user how to use your custom activity. And again, this is optional. And images and videos, if you want to explain them via image and screenshots or via video, that how they should use you, or you give a small demo of your custom activity, then that will be very helpful. And it is usually required, you have to provide one of these things. Either you provide a readme file or a user manual, or you provide 2-3 images, screenshot with a screenshot of how to use your custom activity. It's not necessary to provide 2-3, any number of images which explains the use of your custom activity would be great. Or you can even make a small video and upload it. Second, from here you have to select community support or enterprise support. So usually you select community support, because if you are publishing it under the name of yourself, then you will select community support. And if you're publishing it under the name of enterprise support, then you publish enterprise support, because then you are under some SLA, and if any issue comes up in your custom activity, you are liable to solve that. So it's better to select community support if you're not publishing it under the name of your company, and your company is not responsible to fix any issue that come up. That's all. You can add in the collaborator name, that is if 2 people or 3 people that you all are making it together, then you can mention the collaborator name from here. The additional language, if it's there in your custom activity, and then you have to click on I hereby confirm that I've read, understood, and accept the above guidelines, and I hereby confirm I've performed all appropriate functional and security testing. Do a regressive testing of your custom activity before submitting it, and once you've done all this, you can click on submit. Or so as of now, I have not filled in any mandatory field, so I'm getting save as draft. Once you fill all the mandatory field, you get here submit. So once you click on submit, then your custom activity goes in for review. If there are any changes to be made, you'll get a mail from your UiPath team to do that changes. Once you do the required changes, you make the changes here, you then upload the updated NuGet package and source code, and you again click on submit. Then it again goes to review. And once your all the changes or all what you've done is being approved, it is uploaded in Connect, and you get a mail from your UiPath team notifying you the same. So that's all for this video. I hope it's informative, and thanks for watching the video. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.